KC McKnight standing right beside me. KC, last time we saw you in the ring, it was the big 3-on-3 matchup. Before that, though, we had one of the best professional wrestling matches I have ever seen. KC McKnight versus Zane Dawson, the bully of Midnight Mayhem. KC, tonight you've got a rematch against Zane Dawson. Will it be any different?
Well, Aaron, it will be a little different. First of all, I do want to say that I'm very proud of that match. I love that match, and I love the fact that Zane and I went in there. He didn't give me an inch, and I didn't give him an inch. There never was a winner. There wasn't a decisive winner. So I can understand Zane's frustrations. There is a slight mishap, though. The ACPW board and the Midnight Mayhem board tell me that I'm not allowed to defend the Heavyweight Championship because Zane Dawson is technically not the #1 contender. That spot belongs to Ali Steele, so I can't defend the Heavyweight Championship against him. But if Zane Dawson happens to beat me tonight, then he becomes the #1 contender, and he gets the shot at my belt. Zane Dawson, you are the toughest professional wrestler that I've ever met in my entire life. I don't take anything away from you. And brother, let me tell you something. I don't think there's too many that come tougher than me, but you're one of them. Okay, so I look forward to this match, Zane. I look forward to going out there and kicking each other around, stomping each other in the face, 30 minutes of grueling action. Hopefully it goes an hour. Hopefully it goes a time limit draw because I want to know exactly how good you are. And Zane, if you can beat me tonight, if you can pin my shoulders to the mat or make me submit, you are the #1 guy. You deserve the heavyweight championship spot, the heavyweight championship match, excuse me. And Zane, I promise to give it to you, and the outcome will be no different. KC McKnight on top as always. Zane, you're a tough wrestler, but tough can never beat the best.
Folks, that matchup is coming up next. You don't want to miss this. I guarantee you, folks, this will be one for the ages.
I will tell. My God! Look at that! You only get that in a live event. Oh, devastating suplex. Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena. Oh my God!
Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms.
Here we go. Oh my God, look at this. The money clip out of nowhere.
Welcome to Midnight Mayhem. Zane Dawson coming to the ring. Folks, we are in Civvytown, North Carolina. This, my friend, will probably be maybe my favorite match on all of Midnight Mayhem so far. We've got Zane Dawson right there as you see him giving that lip to Cheryl Smith, and he's taking on KC McKnight.
That's why it's your favorite match. Obviously, your boyfriend Casey's in it, but look at Zane, he's the resident bully here on Midnight Mayhem. I mean, look at him go.
Well, I interviewed him earlier today, and here's what he had to say about KC McKnight.
I want another shot because I don't feel like KC McKnight may say he's the best. KC McKnight has the heavyweight belt, but KC McKnight did not pin my shoulders to the mat. He did not make me submit. So KC McKnight, if you're the best, that like you say you are, why don't you accept my challenge and give me another shot at what is rightfully mine at the ACPW heavyweight title? If you got the guts, you are the best, right? Yeah, we saw.
Strong words right there from Zane Dawson to your boy toy, KC McKnight. Now, Aaron, are you scared for KC McKnight right now?
Well, the thing is here, Brock, KC McKnight knows his way around that ring. He knows Zane Dawson. Folks, this matchup could go either way, to tell you the truth. And Brock, we're just going to have to wait until after this commercial break. And I know, Brock, you want to see that coming up next.
Here we go.
Welcome back to Midnight Mayhem. Folks, you see the sadistic shark in the water, the diamond of the Carolinas, along with the bully of Midnight Mayhem, tying it up right here. Strong tie-up by Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson trying to prove he is the alpha male in this matchup already.
You are writing a book of lyrics, my friend. That was beauty in words. that. And right now, what I see is not beautiful. Is these two big brutes of men just in the ring right now, tying it up. Just nasty.
Look at that, a little bit of emotion coming into this matchup, and you know after the last time we saw these two together in a ring that a lot of emotions coming out. Now the funny thing about these two wrestlers, you usually see a strong wrestling match out of KC McKnight. The brawler over there, Zane Dawson, it looks like Zane's trying to take KC down to his level. A swing and a miss, and KC McKnight connects with a couple knife-edge chops.
He's gonna have to go get some x-rays on that hand when he's done, because boy, you ever hit metal with your fist like that never feels good. Oh, just tough. And you know what else is tough? Back of the head, elbow, just nasty.
KC McKnight's got the look of anger and just he is a determined man right now in this matchup, and taking it outside the ring, taking it inside the ring. This matchup is going either way right now. Zane Dawson catching McKnight right there, and McKnight with a nice shoulder block.
Big shoulder block from McKnight right there, and oh, up and under. Big guy's got moves and chopping down the tree. That is Zane Dawson.
Zane Dawson, oh, KC McKnight going for that crossface. The maneuver that you have seen him in many a men's career. Many a match right here. KC McKnight not done with Zane Dawson yet. Zane Dawson dictating the pace right now as he goes outside, catches his breath. And, you know, KC McKnight, he is a machine in the ring. He doesn't need to catch his breath.
He is a machine, but he better watch out where he throws Zane Dawson. That's a pretty hefty price on that camera coming close right there. I tell you what, that wouldn't be good for Midnight Mayhem if we lost that.
Well, Midnight Mayhem, folks, we have a very small budget, but folks, we have some great equipment. We like to thank everybody that provides the equipment to us, and we do not want Zane Dawson, being the bully he is, to take out one of those $5,000 cameras.
Why are you talking about Zane Dawson being the bully all the time? I mean, KC McKnight has just taken it to him. Why isn't KC the bully? Why you gotta say he's the good guy, Zane's the bad guy? I think that this is just getting out of hand. It really is.
De gustibus non est disputatum. That's Latin for there are no accounts for taste. I don't know if you're well versed in Latin, but my tastes are KC McKnight in this matchup.
It definitely shows through your words right now, but you know what? KC's getting a taste of some Zane Dawson fits right to the head, my friend. Going down, it looks like he's healed himself after that pole shot he had earlier.
Zane Dawson, the wild man, the bully. And look at him, just throwing, mushing KC McKnight's head, and KC McKnight fighting back. KC McKnight, not the man to be stuffed in the locker. Zane Dawson, wow, Zane Dawson with another back elbow to the face of KC McKnight, and KC McKnight is now the one trying to gather his thoughts.
I hope you're not afraid for him right now. Maybe I gotta hold you back from jumping in the ring and saving your boy.
Well, you know, KC McKnight is my friend. KC McKnight's one of my best friends here in professional wrestling. He helped me get into this business, so I thank KC McKnight, but you know what? You have to respect the man he's going against in the ring.
Huge.
Zane Dawson, even though Zane Dawson and you had a little tiff a couple weeks ago.
We did.
It looks like Zane Dawson may be gaining favor once again in the heart and mind of Brock Knox.
You know, I think it was just a misunderstanding between he and I, and, you know, he likes it his way or the highway, and I was trying to put on that shirt and it just wasn't working out. It was a medium. I'm more of a, you know, an XL man, to be honest.
I'm sure you are. KC McKnight going for the cover. Not enough. KC McKnight still having to work on Zane Dawson.
Gonna take much more than a couple, you know, chops to the chest to knock down Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson, KC. Sorry about that. I don't know Latin, but my tongue does get twisted from now and again.
A couple vicious European uppercuts from KC McKnight. KC McKnight just working at every little body part of Zane Dawson right now. Once again, he keeps trying to go for this crossface maneuver that he has ended many matches with. Look at this, and he's got Zane Dawson in the crossface right now.
He tried to end the career of Zane Dawson right now because once the leg snaps, it doesn't really go back in place anymore. Once you got a guy by his face, just look at him ripping it apart. Good night.
KC McKnight getting some of those frustrations out, using his fingertips to gouge the eyes of Zane Dawson, telling the fans to wait a minute. Looks like KC McKnight's got something else in store, ripping at the nose.
No, this isn't a cartoon. That's a man's face. You can't just be ripping at it. Who is the bully, honestly? Who picks someone's nose? Come on. You can pick your friends' nose, but not your wrestlers. Got him on the cover right now, too.
Not enough. Zane Dawson, still a tenacious Dawson right here. A determined Dawson right here. Zane Dawson knows that if he wins this matchup, he will be getting a shot of that ACPW Heavyweight Championship.
Something else. I mean, to be the #1 contender, what Zane's doing for right now is a hard mountain to climb. And, you know, the only thing right now he's got to climb is the big KC McKnight, to be honest with you.
It looks like Zane Dawson busted his lip somewhere in this matchup. Zane Dawson being the brunt of a lot of KC McKnight's offense right now. KC McKnight still working on the head and neck of Zane Dawson. And look at that, he's gives it no quarter, if you know what that means.
Not a clue.
Nope, no quarter. No, not an inch, not giving an inch.
Gotcha. I did not know.
Thank you, Brock Knox. I have made 2 very academic references tonight, and Brock Knox is pretty slow here. KC McKnight once again for the cover. Casey.
Louisiana public school system, I tell you what, it's the greatest place on earth.
There you go. Zane Dawson still in this matchup. Zane Dawson looking, the eyes on the prize right here. The #1 contendership for the ACPW Heavyweight Championship. KC McKnight over that top rope, and boom, goes the dynamite. Zane Dawson's head right there.
It really has been a one-sided match before that boot to the head that Zane just got there, right? But KC has been the upper hand. Right now, Casey's on the lower hand of that. Good night. That's not feeling well.
Folks, and we haven't made reference to this yet, but April 21st, if you want to see some fantastic wrestling, hold on, 1, 2. There you go, KC McKnight. Fight out of that.
Big kick out.
Red Springs National Guard Armory, folks. You do not want to miss this. This is the first time KC McKnight has ever faced Cold Cash D, the current ACPW Elite Champion. Cold Cash D, one of my favorites, one of Terrence Dollard's favorites, one of Brock Knox's favorites, going against KC McKnight, everybody's favorite.
Yeah, your favorite. I don't know what's going to be worse, you know, or what's going to be better, the match that's going to be happening between KC and Cold Cash, or the fact that your heart will be torn in two by the fact that 2 of your favorite wrestlers will be wrestling together.
I don't know who I'm going to cheer for, but money's going on KC McKnight. The war of words, on the other hand, between Cold Cash D and KC McKnight, that might be kind of interesting.
It will be. I think you got to teach KC some of your latimus, extractimus that you're talking, because Cold Cash is a wordsmith, I tell you what.
Zane Dawson taking the fight outside the ring. Zane, what are you doing? If you don't win this matchup in the middle of that squared circle, Zane, you're not going to get a shot at that title. I don't know why he's taking this matchup outside, but KC McKnight is feeling every bit of Zane Dawson's offense right now.
I think Zane Dawson is big enough and strong enough to take a grown man who's knocked out and put him wherever he feels the need to. So if KC gets knocked out outside of the ring, you could best believe Zane is going to find a way to put him back inside the ring.
KC McKnight still reeling after a series of offense from Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson making sure that crowd doesn't care about KC McKnight when this matchup is over. He wants everybody to believe that the Dawson boy is, he's going to be the champ coming up. But folks, we've got the ending of this matchup coming up next right after this commercial break. Are you going to keep watching?
I know I am.
Thank you, Brock. Thank you.
Always.
The waning moments of this matchup, Zane Dawson still with the upper hand, taking KC McKnight's chest and just making mincemeat out of it right there, folks. I do not like what I'm seeing, Brock.
You don't right now, but I do tell you what I'm gonna be like seeing. There's a new movie coming out. It's The 8 Dwarfs. Have you heard about it?
I have not.
They're doing all these. The new 8th dwarf is actually gonna be your girlfriend, Chubby. She's playing the 8th dwarf in this movie. I didn't know if you heard about it, but you guys should go see it. It's gonna be great. It really is.
KC McKnight fighting back against Zane Dawson right now. Brock, I am not even going to acknowledge what you just said, even though I just did. KC McKnight with a knife-edge chop and a headbutt to one of the toughest heads here in Midnight Mayhem, Zane Dawson. Look at that, KC.
It's a great match between these two guys, back and forth. You know, usually Zane is getting the upper hand right now on KC, and it's not looking good for your friend right now. He is the peanut butter to your jelly, my friend, and not looking good.
Casey McKnight he's in a precarious position right here. Folks, honestly, I have never seen anybody take Casey McKnight to the limit quite like Zane Dawson is right now. Look at him, Zane Dawson still, with no remorse, is just attacking Casey McKnight. Double-handed axe chops, whatever you call him. He is just being a vicious competitor in that ring.
I think your one-sided bias is showing right now. Earlier, Casey was just knocking the back of the head of Zane Dawson with his elbow. It wasn't vicious at that point, but now, since Zane's doing it, it's vicious. I don't know. I think the people at home can see through this, obviously, love fest that you two have.
Zane Dawson, I'm trying to call it right down the middle, Brock, but when you're making comments about my girlfriend and not this matchup, Brock, I don't know how I am going to keep my emotions in check, much like Casey McKnight here. Casey McKnight is having his emotions run wild, just like me.
It's okay. I understand you're getting fired up, my friend, and right now. Oh!
Powerbomb!
Nice. That's not vicious at all. That was beautiful.
That was amazing. And check out the strength of Zane Dawson. That man is built like a brick poop house.
It is. I see you hugging on Casey all the time, and you can't even reach your arms around him. And so, this guy is humongous. What, 250, buck 50, what?
I'm not even gonna begin to guess, but Zane Dawson, is 6'3", and that might add to the mystique behind that man, Zane Dawson, the Bullet.
He is just an amazing hill of a man, to be honest with you. And right now, he's taking out all that frustration. Look at just ripping the neck off. I've seen that in Steven Seagal movies, and it doesn't end pretty, I tell you what.
Casey McKnight's struggling right here. Casey McKnight's having his neck worked on. If KC can't use his neck, then I don't think KC's going to be able to walk, talk, wrestle by any means.
Cole Cash D is going to be very upset if Zane keeps twisting anymore. I don't think you can twist anymore without breaking it.
But then again, I think Cold Cash D would like it because that would mean more dollars and more cents for Cold Cash D. Casey McKnight's still struggling. 1. And folks, if he gets to 3, this matchup is over, and Zane Dawson is the #1 contender. Oh, Casey McKnight with the rope-a-dope right there, folks. Casey is still in this matchup.
He definitely is right now. You see the big guy getting back on his feet here, coming with a nice hit to the gut right now. That never feels good. Coming back one more time. Never. Then right to the face. Here he comes, big brawler KC.
Chopping down that big red oak known as Zane Dawson. Zane Dawson able to stop KC's momentum with a boot to the head. Folks, if that doesn't stop you, you're a brick wall.
Yeah, it definitely does. And KC went down hard right there. You saw his head slapping the back of the ring right now. We get the cover 1, 2. Oh, big kick out by KC. You saw he needed all of those legs to get out of that one.
Well, KC's still struggling in this matchup. Zane Dawson once again utilizing those quick pinning attempts to try to wear down Casey McKnight. If he can just get one in, it only takes 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. To become the #1 contender for the ACPW Heavyweight Championship.
Now Zane's coming with something right now. I don't really know this move there.
That big lariat that he always does. And Casey McKnight being able to get out of it and go into his finishing maneuver, the crossface. But here is a series of left hands and a big old right cross. Look at that, Casey McKnight. These two men know each other very well, so they know each other's moves. A brain buster by Zane Dawson, or Casey McKnight on Zane Dawson. And this match is over, too. My God.
Zane Dawson.
My God.
What was it, Aaron? I think that should be what it always is, and that's Bedlam right here. Oh, nice move by KC.
Casey McKnight with that Northern Light suplex, and here he is, Casey McKnight with the crossface. And folks, this matchup is over. Zane Dawson is not going to get another chance at that beautiful title around that beautiful waist.
I don't think you miss. He's got the ropes right now, and you miss. What is it? You underestimate Zane right now. Obviously, thinking that KC's going to win 3 times already tonight, and Zane showed you that. He's not giving up anytime soon.
Casey McKnight signaling to Cheryl Smith that this matchup is over. He is putting up Zane Dawson on that turnbuckle. Folks, are we going to get to see one of his fantastic superplexes? But But first, he has to make sure that Zane Dawson isn't going to be fighting back at him.
He definitely doesn't. Right now, Zane is fighting back, getting KC off the top rope. Uh-oh. Big man on top rope never ends well for somebody.
Oh! Looked like he was going for his lariat, but KC McKnight catching him once again. And that's the thing about KC McKnight. Wherever you are in that ring, KC McKnight knows a way to put you on the mat. He is just crawling. KC McKnight, with all of his might, is holding Zane Dawson back. It looks like Zane Dawson is, rolling KC up. What's 1, 2, 3? What just happened?
Yeah, what happened is Zane got the W right there. Even though as we saw there, he got the little hand on the ropes, and this is over, whether you like it or not. This is over.
That is not legal. That is not. KC McKnight quizzical. I'm quizzical right now. I am confused as to why, but still, Zane Dawson apparently has a chance at that title coming up.
He is the #1 contender right here, folks. And Zane, he's the happiest man in the world right now, especially Civvy Town, to be honest with you.
Folks, thank you for watching, and come out the 21st.
Oh my, broke the table in half.
I will tell.
My God! Look at that, you only hit that in a live event. Oh, devastating suplex.
Folks, this could be bedlam here in the arena.
Oh my God!
Close your eyes. Mothers, send your children to their rooms.
Here we go. Oh my God, look at this, the money clip out of nowhere. Oh my, broke the table in half.
I will tell.